Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another record to play for you. Today record is the mxyzptik Menace for 1975. So let's get started.
On the world of Zerth, in the fifth dimension, is a civilization with certain striking similarities to our own. For example, their language is very close to English, except for certain words that have no vowel sounds. On this world lives an impish, practical joking gentleman whom we can begin to overhear as he dictates his recorded diary. His name?
Last time I went to Earth, I made everyone in Metropolis speak a different language. The time before, I made all the statues come alive and take over the city. The time before that, I gave everyone in town magical powers like mine. And Superman went bonkers trying to keep the whole coast from blowing off. But every time I showed up, old Muscle Brains managed to trick me into saying my name backwards and magically sending myself home to the fifth dimension. Ha! Those Earth rubes can barely say mxyzptik forward, let alone, hey, there's an idea. Those lunkheads' words are all peppered with vowels. A's and E's all over the place. I's, O's, U's, and nearly every word they've got. What if they couldn't make those sounds anymore, eh? Wow, I'm off!
Meanwhile, several dimensions away in Metropolis' fabulous Galaxy Communications building.
I'd just like to see what you do to get out of this one, Clark Kent. We were both sitting in that helicopter yesterday when all of a sudden Superman swooped down from the sky to save the little girl falling from the building. I turned to see if you got a picture of it, and
Lo and behold, I'm not in my seat, right, Lois?
and you know what I think that means.
Nonsense, Lois. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
How long do you need to dream it up this time? No, I've got you dead to rights. And Clark! Out the window! What's the question? What's wrong? I meant to tell Clark that plane's about to crash. What's wrong with me? Why do I sound funny?
Excuse me, Lois. What can I do? Still. What's going on? I meant to say, why can't I talk to you? For at the very moment, an out-of-control plane threatens to make Midtown Metropolis its landing strip, the pair of reporters find that their speech has been impaired. Nonetheless, Clark Kent dashed down the hall to a storeroom. No time to trade quips with Lois about being tongue-tied together. Up and away flies the man of steel to catch the tumbling plane on his harder-than-steel shoulders without a wince. And the city, watching from below, breathes a mute sigh of relief as slowly, gradually, the plane is set on its own course without damage. The city is mute because no one at all can utter the sound of a vowel. That pilot got disoriented when instructions over his radio came in with no vowels. He lost control. What can I say? What words have no vowels? Why? Rhythm? Can't make a sentence out of those words. Wait, there's another word that has no vowels. And that's the word I'm betting is responsible for this mess. Mxyzptik. Mxyzptik.
You rang, Susie?
You ring, you ridiculous little prick.
You bet I rang, you ridiculous little creep. Are those the words you're looking for? Physical ones? What's the idea of this mess anyway? Let me talk, will you? Oh, you want to talk, do you? Are you sure you have something to contribute to this conversation?
You bet I do. You. Hey, you magicked me. I can talk.
Very observant, locker room breath. You were saying?
I was saying you're mad, insane, missing your mark. You're the only opponent I've ever run into who's made me actually lose my temper.
More fun than daytime TV, eh, Soupy baby?
When are you going to give the vowels back to the rest of the people in town?
Not in the foreseeable future. Matter of fact, I was thinking of depriving the two of us pretty soon as well.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, would you? No, no, no.
Yes. Bye-bye.
As the imp from the fifth dimension vanishes, his mischievous magic stays behind, and the tongue-tied city as well as its superpowered guardian have their hands full. Phew. Missed the boat's been on Earth just a few hours, and airport by hand-carrying 17 planes to a landing before closing the runway. Then broke up 46 arguments and were turning into street fights because people couldn't make themselves understood. What next?
Hey, Superman!
Mxyzptik?
There's a bank called up at the First Metropolis Bank. Want to stop it?
He says there's a bank hold up at the First Metropolis Bank. Want to stop it? You bet I want to stop it.
As the Metropolis Marvel streaks to the scene at the bank across town,
Listen.
a small-time thug threatens already panicky people with a gun when, whether or not he has the gift of speech, bullets still bounce harmlessly off the indestructible chest of a man of steel. And the would-be robber is momentarily rendered harmless to everyone else as well.
Mxyzptik? Mxyzptik! Something to...
Superman says he figured something out right here at this bank. Will wonders never cease?
Those can see the rules. I told the imp there's one sentence I can say without vowels, and he's curious. I'll write it down for him. Akol tapos yexom.
That's loaded with vowels. Soupy's gone crackers, and I'll prove it by showing him how this vowel-less wonder sounds when I pronounce it without the vowels. Cool to the zixum. Hey, that's my name spelled backwards. My night is gone, and I'm going too. I'll get back at you, you super creepo. You just wait.
Superman! I can talk again!
So can I. How will we ever thank you, Superman?
That won't be necessary, ladies and gentlemen, but right now...
And soon, at the Galaxy Building, Clark Kent and Lois Lane resume their long-standing argument.
All right, Clark. I can buy the idea that you panicked and ran off when you thought you were losing your voice. That's what a lot of people did. But you still can't explain away your disappearance in the helicopter yesterday.
Well, as I was about to explain, I ran to the back of the Whirlybird to see what was going on more clearly, and Superman saved the little girl.
Sure, I'll bet you saw it clearly. I'm supposed to believe that.
Will you believe these photos? You didn't notice that your camera vanished at that moment, too. Does that mean the camera is secretly Superman, too?
Pictures of Superman saving the falling child. You took these with my camera, Clark?
Sure shouldn't. What I didn't say is that I set up the camera outside the copter and took the shutter with super breath from long distance.
Clark, I don't know how you wheedle out of these things.
I tell you what, Lois. Since it was your camera, you can put them in the Daily Planet under your own name. Maybe that'll teach you to be more trusting.
Lenny.
So that was Mxyzptik's Menace for 1975. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.